In this video, I'm going to talk about Facebook marketing strategies from beginner to advanced. If you're struggling to get results, get leads, get sales, get engagement with your Facebook marketing efforts, there's probably a couple of reasons why you're not seeing what you want to see. So let's go ahead and dive right in so we can help your business start making more money with Facebook. All right, welcome back everybody, and thank you for joining me. My name is Jordan Steen. I'm also known as Serial Entrepreneur, and at this channel, we talk all about starting your own marketing agency, building a personal brand, really just running online marketing campaigns. If you're interested in any of those topics, then make sure that you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell in the bottom right-hand corner over here. That way you get notified with all of our future updates, our free trainings, free giveaways, our course giveaways that we're doing. Everything you're going to want to know is right here at this channel. I shouldn't even have to tell you how important it is to be marketing your business on social media platforms, especially Facebook. Facebook is the #1 social media platform, and there are actually 1.52 billion people that log in on a daily basis. These are people who are active every single day. So I don't really need to go any further into why it's important to be on Facebook. Really, the question you need to ask yourself is Facebook going to be the platform for me? Is it going to be effective? Should I run a content approach or should I use an ad approach? Does it really matter if I'm posting every day or not? So we're going to talk about some of those questions, or really all of those questions in this video, so you have a better understanding of what type of setup or strategy or approach you're going to want to take for your Facebook campaigns. So PS, make sure you stay tuned to the end of today's video, and we're going to give you a full training on Facebook ads that you can get outside of this. We go even more in depth into how to run your campaigns, how to strategize, how to set them up. So you're going to want to make sure you stay tuned to the very end as well. And last but not least, before we jump right in, if you want to get mentorship for digital marketing, for starting your own agency, for building up that agency, we actually have a mentorship program, and what we're going to do is we're going to start giving away mentorship programs on every single video. So what I need you to do is at the end of this video, once you finish watching it, leave a comment right below just mentioning what you learned from this video. What was your biggest takeaway from this video? So make sure to leave a comment right below this video, and we're going to select one of the comments. The best comment is going to win the Digital Marketing School mentorship program for 3 months. So make sure to leave that below, and we'll pick a winner and let you guys know who it is. Okay, everyone, so the first thing that you're going to want to actually know about running Facebook pages or running ads, anything like that, is that you actually want to be using business.facebook.com as the platform that you log in to manage your account. Okay, and the reason why is because this is where all of the back-end features and functionality and management really happens. Marketing agencies, people who really know what they're doing with Facebook, first and foremost, use the back-end manager. This is the platform that Facebook built specifically for businesses trying to run Facebook pages. So that's the first thing I want you guys to understand. So business.facebook.com, you'll go ahead and set up your account there and then attach your Facebook business page, and that's where you're actually going to manage everything. Now, once you get inside Business Manager, there's a couple of things that you're going to want to do. First and foremost, get your page set up properly. And what I mean by that is make sure the business name is good. If you're a local business, you need to get this gray check mark. We have a video on getting the gray check mark verification badge on our channel, so go check that out if you don't know how to get that. But you're going to want to get your gray badge if you're a local business. That just shows people that you're a legitimate business. It's going to help you rank higher in Facebook search results. So we'll go over here, right here, into this About Serial Entrepreneur section. So you want to, number one, put something in your story using relevant keywords, right? Digital Marketing School, Serial Entrepreneur, building your online work wherever business. Also, you have the About section where all of the other relevant business information is kept, like your phone number, your email addresses, your address, hours of operation, anything relevant to your business, okay? It says what type of category you are, the name, your hours, all of this information needs to be correct, and there needs to be something inside the About section, your Impressum, your awards at the very least. You don't have to really get with the founding date. If you don't have products that you're selling, you don't need to add that stuff in. There's public transit, which basically gives people directions on how to get to your location. If you have a restaurant, you can add your menu, privacy policy, all kinds of stuff needs to go in here. But the important thing is that you're putting in your keywords in this About section. This is what's going to show up when someone does a search on Google and they see your Facebook business page in the search results. It'll actually show them this description. Last thing that I want to mention about the page is that you actually are posting content that uses your keywords as well. So if I were to type in digital marketing school again on Facebook and actually segment it by posts, so right here, you can see posts that are popular and related to digital marketing school stuff. The last thing that I want to mention about this whole page setup and optimization side of things is getting to engaging with people who engage with your page. When you get engagement, Facebook actually recognizes that, and that means that the post is performing well. So Facebook's job is to promote posts, or really show posts to their viewers that are going to be relevant to them and that they're going to care about and engage with, because that's ultimately Facebook's job, is to provoke engagement. But it's also going to help your organic reach, meaning Facebook doesn't give a lot of posts out to people from business pages. Why? Because people didn't come there to see business posts. So the only way your business post is actually going to appear on someone's public news feed is if they really, really care about it, meaning they like every post that you already post, or if they have seen it through enough organic engagement already happening on the post. Okay, so now that you understand how to set up the page and really some of the key components to put on your Facebook business page, the next thing you need to ask yourself is it going to be worth it to spend a lot of time with Facebook? And that comes down to a series of a few questions. The first question you're gonna wanna ask yourself is, are you B2B or B2C? See, a lot of businesses have issues when they're B2B marketing on Facebook, unless you're like a SaaS company, a software as a service, or something like that, where it's actually online already. The product and service is online, but you sell to other businesses. It's gonna be very difficult for you to attract attention. So in that case, I don't always recommend, and most of the time do not recommend, most B2B style businesses doing a lot of work on Facebook. Now, if you know that you're a B2C style business, you need to ask yourself the next question, which is, are you considered a professional style service or product, or are you in what I call the entertainment or pleasure style services or products or business industry? And the way you want to ask yourself that is not based on the actual product itself or the service itself, but how it appeals to your market. Okay, so what I mean by that is, if you look at an attorney's services usually aren't very appealing. You can't create a ton of content about that on a social media platform that's gonna get a ton of engagement. But if you get a really cool salon that's doing all of these crazy hairstyles, like I know you guys have seen videos of like the hair going on fire and they're like torching it, right? That is something that's more visually appealing. And even if it isn't something crazy like fire, still, girls looking at other hairstyles is more visually appealing than an attorney trying to sit there and get you to buy their services. So really, the point I'm trying to make is, if you are in the professional service arena, really what you're going to want to spend most of your money on with Facebook is going to be ad campaigns, and primarily remarketing campaigns. You're not going to run a ton of cold traffic campaigns on Facebook. If you have a large budget, then you'll use some of that budget to actually run awareness campaigns, like building awareness about your business in the local market. But if you don't have a large budget, again, you'll want to stick with just running really well thought out remarketing campaigns. On the other hand, if you are in that pleasure or entertainment style category where the product or service that you're selling is appealing. And so let me give you guys another example. A real estate agent, even though they are considered more professional as far as their actual service, their service and their product that they're selling is visually appealing. The content is appealing to just about anyone, right? Everyone loves a good looking home. So they could actually kind of fall in that pleasure or entertainment style category of business, okay? But we look at things typically like food, salons, personal trainers, and gyms. Their content is super, super appealing. Or any type of sporting event, or just place that's like a rock climbing facility. That would be something cool and visually appealing that we can create a ton of cool content about and run cold traffic campaigns behind to get people to buy those products and services through more remarketing, obviously, on Facebook. Now that you understand that, those two things, right? Is it a B2B or B2C? And are you a professional or an entertainment style business? The next thing you're going to want to ask yourself is, how large is the audience in your area? Are you in a large city or a small city? If you're in a larger city, then you will have a lot better chances of creating decent audiences. If you're in a city of only 20,000 people, it's going to be pretty difficult for you to create large enough audiences on Facebook to run those campaigns with. So that being said, you need to make sure that if you are in a smaller area, you have a lot of Facebook basically engagement happening on the page, as well as sending people to your website to create large enough audiences to remarket to. Now that we understand all of those main concepts, let's talk about running contests, running ads, actually creating and planning the ad strategy, and even a little bit about how to engage and get more comments and really just better quality content for the people that you're trying to reach. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about really quickly is contests. And the reason why we even want to talk about contests is because everybody tries to run a contest on Facebook, and a lot of people don't have success. Some people do have success. It's really about the planning of your contest. So it comes down to a few things. Number one, you can do a contest over multiple days and do multiple small giveaways that will ultimately lead to a large group of engagement over a longer period of time. So what we did back in December of this year was we did the 12 days of marketing contest. And for 12 days, we did mini giveaways, and we actually had other influencers in the industry give away some of their products and services. We had outsourcing giveaways, course giveaways, training giveaways, all kinds of stuff that we gave away. All of these people actually became leads in our email sequences later on. All right, so this is a really effective campaign that generated tons of leads. I think we had, I think by the time it was done, we had over 750 new leads generated from this campaign, and we hardly spent any money on advertising. If a contest doesn't work, if you're not getting the results you want from a contest, the biggest thing I can tell you is that usually it comes down to the offer. You can see there's nothing special about this video. It's just me in my office talking, kind of rocking back and forth. I don't know why I was rocking. It's basic. It was actually kind of the same copy that we used the entire week, right? But we had tons of engagement. So really quickly, guys, have you run a contest in the past? If so, what was the contest and did it work? Did you get the amount of engagement and leads that you were hoping for? Or did you not? If you didn't, why do you think the contest didn't work out well? Leave that in the comments below. I'd like to help you figure out why. Okay, the next really big topic that we want to talk about is going to be listening and engaging with your audiences. Not only to make sure that your audiences get what they need, but also because it's going to help you figure out what types of content that you can actually post on your page that people are going to care about. I'm going to go into 3 tools here really quickly that are going to help facilitate that. The first tool I want to talk about though is Google Alerts. And what I can actually do is I can go in here and I can type in an alert, a keyword. So let's say social media marketing is something that I want to get alerts on, right? So I can get some you can see the previews right here, and it will actually send me alerts every single day on new topics coming out about social media marketing. So you can see that it's going to give you information that's coming out. So this is going to help you do one of 2 things. Either 1, help you find really cool ideas to create new content, or number 2, find things that you can actually use to create new lead magnets with to attract new customers. The next tool is going to be Hootsuite, and you guys are probably very familiar with Hootsuite, but in case you aren't, it allows you to do things like add your Facebook business page, your Instagram, your Twitter account, all into one platform where you can schedule posts. But not only that, you can see where people mention you, you can see comments that people are leaving on the page, posts, everything that you need to manage as far as your page can be brought into one location. So it makes that part of managing all of the comments and everything in one place a lot easier. The last tool I'm going to talk about is Likealyzer, and Likealyzer is a tool to get an idea of how a page is performing overall. So you can see Nike, but what I do want to mention, guys, is that not all of these metrics are 100%. So for example, like it says on Likealyzer says that my response rate for Serial Entrepreneur is only like 55%. But if you go over to Facebook, you can clearly see that it says we have a 100% response rate, right? So not all of them are exact, but it does give you a general idea of, for example, how often people are posting, what their post length is, how many pages have liked your actual page, right? Or how many pages, your pages actually went out and liked, right? So it gives general information about a Facebook business page and how it's performing. So I recommend checking out these 3 tools, but also, we have a list of not only these 3 tools and explanations that go even more in depth, but if you want to see other tools, we actually made a list of 10 of these tools. So if you're interested in seeing that, check out this video in the top right-hand corner, and that'll take you over to show you all of the monitoring tools that you're going to want to be aware of. The next thing that we actually want to do is start running ads. Here's the thing, guys. Facebook is great, but if you don't have your Facebook ads running, then you're really not using the platform to the best of its ability. Greatest part of Facebook is using their backend manager, the Facebook Pixel, which is the piece of code that you actually put on your website, which allows you to track if people have come from Facebook to your website, or if they have a Facebook account and have visited your website, you're able to remarket those people, right? So you need to have a strong ad strategy. But the issue is most people don't actually create ad campaigns the right way. All right, and this is getting more into the advanced level of Facebook marketing, because everybody knows we need to set up a page, we need to have our information there, we need to post interesting stuff, we need to engage with the people who engage with our posts and send us messages. The more advanced stuff comes into when you want to start running ads on Facebook, okay? And so the first thing that you need to start doing is creating your Facebook campaign map. All right, this is what I call the campaign map, and the campaign map shows you exactly what's going to happen from cold traffic all the way into consideration stages of the sales funnel, and then all the way down through to conversion and even the follow-up after conversion. So post-purchase follow-up. All right. And so this is what most people do not plan out. And it's why their ad campaigns never really do anything, which means that their organic reach isn't going to increase, which means they're never finding new leads, new customers, which makes them think that Facebook sucks. Facebook does not suck, and we've proven this. Several businesses out there proven this. Marketing agencies prove this all the time. You have to go through the proper steps to set up your ad campaigns. Let's talk about this campaign map and what it is really quickly. We actually already have some videos and we've done some trainings on this, so I'm going to run through this very quickly. But what I'll do is I'll leave a link right below in the description that will take you over to creating the Facebook campaign map, so that way you can get a better idea of what to do. All right, guys, so this is the campaign map, like I mentioned, and what you have to understand before you even start doing this is your business going to use Facebook to drive cold traffic? If it's not, i.e. those criminal attorneys or those professional style services that we mentioned in the beginning that don't have as good of results with Facebook campaigns, or at least using it for cold traffic, those are the businesses where you're probably going to start building out your campaigns more down here, right? These are people who have already visited your website. That's what this product page is, or they've added something to cart, right? These people up here haven't even necessarily heard of your brand before. They don't even necessarily know that your business exists, so they're less likely to convert. And again, with those criminal attorneys or with the accountants and the doctors, it doesn't always work as well, because people are going to search engines to find that information first and then going to the website, which is why you want to have those remarketing campaigns on for people like those accountants and doctors and attorneys. At this first stage, all we're doing is we're creating Facebook ads. These are the ads on Facebook that we're going to run. All right, these are posts right here, image posts. This is a video post. The video is pretty much the exact same thing as what is in this blog post right here. So what we're doing is this Facebook ad is directing them to this blog post on our website that's something interesting to them. Then what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing, but in video form over here. We're going to create custom audiences based on whether people visited this URL or whether they viewed 25% or more of this video. Another thing, that second point that I wanted to make, guys, is the fact that you do not have to follow this exactly. Okay, so the first point is you need to figure out whether you need cold traffic or not. The second point is, do you need to follow this exact same format or not? Meaning, should I be doing a 25% plus audience here, or should I do 50% of the video viewed or more, or 75% of the video viewed or more? I want you guys to understand basically that this is just a guide. It is not an exact science. Now that we're driving them through to the blog, we're going to send them another ad trying to get them to convert and become a lead, so that way they join our email list. People who don't convert initially, we're going to remarket them again, trying to get them to come back and sign up anyways. Basically, people who became a lead in the last 7 days, we're going to send them this ad, right? And this ad's going to be like, hey, did you know we have this product? And we're sending them to the product page. This is where everybody should be at least building something. If you're running any type of ads on Facebook, you need this section. The top section is optional. Really, it's about whether you're using it to drive cold traffic or not. Past that, if they hit product pages, sales pages, contact pages, anything like that, you need to be remarketing those people, because you can't expect people to buy something after just seeing something one time, right? Sometimes it takes multiple times of you seeing something for you to purchase it. And so that's what we're doing here. People who visited the product page, we're going to send them another ad of 5 reasons our product is awesome. We'll send them another ad of carousel testimonials, a bunch of people who have enjoyed our product. Then we'll send them another ad of being published in a local newspaper for something that we did that may, for being the best business in our market, right? People who visited the cart page, or basically visited checkout. We can add more ads or create more ads to send to those people who also visited the cart. If you're a service that doesn't have an order page, or you don't sell anything on your actual page, then you'll want to set that up for contact pages. People who go to contact pages, those are people trying to contact you, or they're interested in finding your information. So you could be remarketing to contact pages right here. If they became a lead, right, you could actually consider those in this stage right here. Hey, we saw that you signed up for our email list but never set your appointment. Would you like to set your appointment now? We know that people forget and you're busy. The people who continue to this stage right here, you're going to say, hey, if you submit your appointment today, we'll give you a free lollipop. You know, whatever that you're going to do, you get what I'm saying though. You give them some sort of offer to entice them to sign up. Those people who still don't submit their offer, submit their information or set an appointment after this ad, you're going to continue through and give them a better offer, right? And that's it. From there, once you get them to come in and they become a customer, then you actually want to remarket to them. So you can get the email list of your clients or for your business and basically upload that email list into Facebook. We'll talk about how to do some of that in a minute. You'll upload that email list into Facebook, and then you'll start remarketing to people who have actually become your customer, to give them a thank you, to upsell them or cross-sell them another product, or to get a review. Most people have the hardest time getting reviews from their customers, but if you just run a simple ad campaign to people who have already become your customers and set it to say, 14 days after they purchase, saying, hey, what was your experience like? Did you like it? Create a video and send it to us and we'll post it so that way all of our other fans can see. Just make sure that you're planning your ad campaigns, and then once you get them planned, you create them and set them up. But once you set them up, you're checking up on them and analyzing them and determining, okay, do we need to make adjustments? Do we need to get rid of the campaign or create a new campaign altogether? So that's simple. From there, you're going to go through and you'll say, okay, well, what's the objective? Well, for that one, we're running a traffic, for the first one, we're running a traffic campaign, right? You'll name your traffic campaign, determine if you want to do A/B testing and budget optimization. Once you're done there, then you want to come in and you're going to select, okay, well, where do we want to drive the traffic? Usually it's going to be to a website. Most of you aren't doing to app or to Messenger or WhatsApp. From here, you just need to determine if you're going to use dynamic creative or not, if you're going to have an offer or not, and then we're going to get to the audience selection stage. Here is the most important part. It comes from your campaign map, right? We've already determined who we're going to put as the audience. If we're going to create an audience or we're going to use a new audience, say we don't have any traffic or any data that our pixel has collected, at the cold stages of traffic, you're either going to use saved audiences on Facebook or you're going to use lookalike audiences. For the most part, once you start building up traffic to your pixel, then you can start to use other audiences there. But for the most part, when you're trying to run cold traffic to your site or to your brand to get them to, actually know who you are, you're going to use lookalike audiences and saved audiences. Down here, these are all custom audiences that you're going to start using, right? So this audience would actually be created, it would be right here. It's not going to be these audiences. These are all remarketing audiences. We're talking about driving traffic to this ad right here. It's going to be a lookalike or a saved audience. So that's what we're doing. You're either going to create a saved audience by setting up, United States, wherever they're at. If you're in a local area, you'll do like, I don't know, for us, it would be Atlanta. And you can do it by the actual city itself, or you can even do by the DMA now, designated market area, okay? We're just going to put city for now, set up your radius, whether it's in 5 miles, 10 miles, 2 miles, whatever your business services. We'll set up our radius. You'll set up your demographic. If you're running this for cold traffic, guys, leave your demographics pretty open, okay? So if you know that like no one over the age of 50 buys your product, then don't put it out there for, 18 to 65 plus. Limit it at 50 and then leave it open from here. The greatest part about Facebook is that it automatically optimizes a lot of the campaign for you. All right, so it's going to send it to the age groups that are engaging the best and the most with your ad campaigns. From there, once you actually get, 3 to 5 days of a campaign running and the ad's been running for 3 to 5 days, you've collected data, then what you can do is start to look at the ad and say, okay, where do we want to segment this ad out and break up the audiences into smaller micro audiences that we can spend more money on those micro audiences to get better results for the campaign, right? Because say you have an audience that's 18 to 24 and just men, right? 18 to 24 men in this area with the same detail targeting that we'll do in a minute. If that's the case, and this group right here is engaging 200 times more than, say, men 35 to 45, right? Let's say that age group right there isn't performing well at all. Then what we would want to do is put more budget, more of the ad spend into the 18 to 24 market, right? So that's what you're going to do after 3 to 5 days of testing. But initially, in the beginning, again, I recommend leaving it open to just be your entire audience. Anyone who could potentially buy your product or service, just leave it open for all of them. Okay, and then again, Facebook's going to help you optimize it and determine which audiences to send it to later when you break down into micro audiences. That's done. You need to set up some of your detailed targeting. So let's say we're doing something for rock climbing, right? So we would do rock climbing. That would be the first thing we're going to type in. We'll do field of study as well, because those people would definitely have an interest. And then you can click suggestions and get other suggestions. Now, it doesn't mean you're going to want to go through here and do every single one, right? But it does mean that you're going to want to look and input some of these because they're probably going to be likely to have an interest in your product or service. If they like rock climbing and you put in that they have an interest in rock climbing in the detailed targeting section, more than likely they've engaged with another Facebook page that has something to do with rock climbing or outdoor sports like rock climbing. Now, if you want to use custom audiences or lookalike audiences at this stage, then all you're going to do is click right here and then just click lookalike audiences, and you'll see your audiences built here. You're just going to select it there. Once you input your lookalike audience, know that this is built on, I think, like 1.2 million people is usually the audience size that it tries to get. So you will want to narrow it down even further down here in your targeting, okay? So you can see we've already narrowed it down, but it's less than 1,000 people. That's because this audience is, again, it's a fake audience that we've created just to show you for this example. That's what you're going to want to do right there to set up your actual targeting. It's not difficult, guys. One of the coolest tricks that I can tell you is you can see right here we have 90,000 people. But I want to get more detailed. I want to get people who are really serious about rock climbing. So what we can do is we'll click narrow audience right here. But what we've done now is we've segmented it by people who also have an interest in mountaineering. So I'm not going to put mountain, I'll do outdoor recreation, outdoor enthusiast, outdoor life. So we'll focus more on outdoors in this audience. We've found people who have an interest in rock climbing, right? But we've also found people who we know are outdoor enthusiasts who love outdoor recreation. So you can see our audience has actually decreased by about 13,000. Now, most people would think this is a bad thing. That means, oh, well, there's less people I could potentially sell to. That may be so. But at the same stroke, you now have an audience that is much more qualified because they not only have an interest in rock climbing, you know, that could have been anybody who clicked on a video about rock climbing and said, yeah, that's cool, right? So now you don't only have an audience of people who are interested in rock climbing, but they also have to be interested in outdoor enthusiasts, outdoor life, outdoor recreation, or mountaineering. If they're not interested in one of these topics, at least from each one of these sections, then they're not going to be included in this list. All right, so if I segmented it even further. So what you can see, though, is now we've created a list of people who not only like climbing, rock climbing as an interest or as their field of study, and also like mountaineering, outdoor enthusiast, outdoor life, or outdoor recreation, but they also have to like Backpacker Magazine, Climbing Magazine, or Outside Magazine. This is a list now of 5,300 people versus 77,000 that are super interested in rock climbing. Like, these are going to be the top of the top people who actually go out probably once a week to go outdoors and go, you know, hiking or go camping or go rock climbing and do something active outdoors. So that's just a pro tip for you guys. Now, I would test this again. If you're trying to find cold audiences that have never heard of your brand before, I would probably go with a larger audience. So that way you're casting a wider net. If you're looking for people that are highly targeted and highly specific to only one thing, this is how you're actually going to narrow those audiences down to find the most interested people. From here, you're going to want to determine your placements, and I wouldn't just leave it at automatic. Really, guys, most of you are just going to advertise in the feed and potentially in Facebook Messenger, okay? That's about it. The in-stream videos for most local businesses, small and medium-sized businesses, you just don't have the budget necessary to advertise in instant. That's like running banner ads across every website out there. Nobody should be doing display ads or banner ads unless they have a large budget. And I'm talking tens of thousands of dollars to spend every single month on just Facebook ads. We'll deselect Instagram because we're not worried about that. You won't want to do audience network. Same there. I would only do inbox. If you're doing something related to Messenger, do it on Facebook Messenger. If it's not related to getting someone to go to your Messenger, then you won't want to use Facebook Messenger. Unless, again, you're doing one of those branding style ads where you do like sponsored messages inside of Messenger, okay? That's where it's actually, you go in Messenger and you'll see it sitting inside the actual, your Messenger feed. All of the different people who message you, you'll see a little block that's an ad. That's where that's being placed. So you can do that there. But again, those need to be only for businesses with larger ad budgets. I would leave it to all mobile devices. leave that open. You can apply block lists or exclude categories if you'd like. From here, you're going to set your budget. Not difficult at all. You'll either choose daily or lifetime. Most people just do a daily budget and then set their start and end date. That's what I prefer to do. If I were you guys, that's what I'm going to do. Unless it's an evergreen campaign, which means it's going to continuously run, then you'll just want to run my ad continuously. Your bidding strategy, most of you aren't going to need to worry about bidding strategy unless you're spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on Facebook every single month, okay? So don't worry about setting bid caps until later, after you've collected data and you know what your average bid is. You'll want to select your delivery, your optimization delivery strategy. So whether it's by landing page views, link clicks, people who click your link, right? These are people who Facebook is going to optimize the ad for. They're going to send the ad to more people who are more likely to click your link. If you just want to get people to view the landing page, say a sales page, right? Then you're going to do landing page views. If you're just trying to get impressions, right? If you're just trying to get people to see a video that you created and you want as many people to see it as many times as possible, you'll do impressions. Daily unique reach, right? If you're trying to get more people to see your ad at least one time per day, then you're going to do daily unique reach. From there, you'll just click continue. And then this is the easy part. All you do from here is set up your ad. So you're just going to select which type of ad. Are you doing carousel, image, collection, whatever? You'll select your page. If you're doing it on Instagram too, you'll select your Instagram page. I recommend doing Instagram ads set up separately from your Facebook ads because they are different. If you'd like, you can do an instant experience. These are super easy because Facebook's actually already created templates for you to use where you just upload the photos and images and links and font or copy, not font, but your copy to the actual instant experience landing page. And this is cool because it keeps people on Facebook, right? So if you're trying to get new customers or if you're trying to sell products on Facebook or just get people informed about your products and services and what's possible, these landing page experiences are great for doing that. But keep in mind, you're not sending them to your website, which is I like sending people more to the website than I do keeping them on Facebook. I found I have a better experience there, but it is different for every single business. From here, you're just going to enter in your caption. And by that, what I mean is they should be asking themselves, does this resonate with me? Actually, I'm just going to use an assistant post. Okay, cool. So this is the post we're going to use. Great. Now we have the copy in here. If you don't want to use an existing post, then you're going to do create. Now what you're going to do is you're going to click upload, and then you'll just select your image, whatever it is that you're trying to promote, whatever image that you created. All right, cool. So you can see our images in there. We have our caption in here that we wrote. We can write our website URL. We'll do our headline. The headline needs to be related to the caption and to whatever offer that you're trying to give them. So always make sure that you're using caps on all of the first letters of every word. Unless it's a word like the, to, a, unimportant words. But all of your important words need to be capitalized. It makes it easier to read, more neat looking. Make sure that your call to action button actually relates to what you're trying to do. If they're not going to subscribe to anything when they click on this button, then why would you have subscribe, right? It needs to be learn more or watch more, buy this, check out this, whatever. Find the button that actually relates directly to with whatever they're going to be doing when they click on that button. Enter your display link. It needs to be the same as your URL. Really, you don't even need the display link. That's why they left it as optional. And then your newsfeed link description needs to reinforce your headline and also add sense of urgency and scarcity to whatever offer you're trying to give. Cool. We'll make sure our Facebook pixel is connected so that way we're collecting any data related to it. And then from there, all you have to do is click confirm and your ad's ready to go. That's pretty much it. The only thing that you really need to understand is if you guys are using photos, try to use little to no text at all. 7 words is probably the most you're ever going to want to put on a photo for a Facebook ad. Once your ad is actually set up and running, or all of your ads for your entire campaign map are set up and running, the next thing you're gonna wanna do is let them run for a period of 3 to 5 days, and then come back and check and see which ads need to be adjusted, which audiences might need to be adjusted, what budgets might need to be adjusted, any copy or creative that needs to be adjusted. Basically, that's where you're gonna do an entire analysis of the entire campaign and make decisions on what needs to be fixed. Once you make those determinations, then you'll just go inside of Ads Manager and make the adjustments that you think are going to be the best. Optimize your audiences primarily. That's what's going to be the biggest key, is optimizing the audiences that you're sending it to. Making sure that you're not spending money on audiences that don't really matter or aren't taking action on the ads that you're running. So guys, Facebook marketing is a complicated beast. It takes more than just an hour of your time to really learn the platform. And there's a lot more that goes into Facebook than I can even put into one video. So if you're wanting to learn more about Facebook marketing, we've already created tons of video content and blog content on how to run Facebook marketing campaigns, build great pages, all of that. So we've left cards. Those are those links up in the top right-hand corner that I've mentioned throughout this video that go into Facebook marketing. Also, what I recommend you doing is going to my channel at Serial Entrepreneur. Just go to Serial Entrepreneur's page on desktop, click the little search icon, and then type in Facebook, and you'll see all of our different Facebook marketing videos that we've created to help you get better at Facebook marketing. But that's it for this video. Since you stayed tuned to the end, make sure that you do two things. Number one, check out this video in the top right-hand corner on building Facebook ads. It's a live example. And then number two, make sure you go right below this video in the description. There's going to be a link for our free Facebook ads training. It's about a 3-day training where we go even more in depth into Facebook ads and marketing. So if you want to get access to that training, go right below in the description and click that link next to where it says Facebook ads training, and you'll get access to that training. But that's it for today's video, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that it taught you a bunch about what you can do to start getting better results with your campaigns. If you have any questions or comments, make sure to leave them below this video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Until then, Serial Entrepreneur out. Bye, guys.
Ready to start living the six-figure work wherever, be your own boss lifestyle? Well, at Serial Entrepreneur Academy, we'll teach you how to use a laptop and internet to start your own social media and digital marketing agency. Get started with our free Facebook ads training. Links in the description below, guys. See you in the course. Serial Entrepreneur out.